Hello everyone, welcome to UN College Digital Class. In our previous class, we had discussed on what is nutrition, benefits of nutrition, importance of nutrition, and discussed on how we can create an environment in which environment we can live a healthy life and long life, and also discussed on different fundamentals of nutrition. And in this class now we will discuss on what is nutrient and different types of nutrient. Let's start. And next we will discuss on nutrients which is necessary for a healthy life. Organic and inorganic complexes contained in food are called as nutrition. In our food there is organic and inorganic complexes which provide the proper nutrition for the body and through which we can maintain a healthy life. And for proper nutrient, we have to maintain a balanced diet and a proper dietary habits in our life. So we can maintain proper healthy life. Useful chemical substances derived from food by the body are called nutrients. All the organic and inorganic complexes contained in food that are known as nutrition. Like that, when the body derived different useful chemical substances from the food which we eat in our daily life for satisfy our hunger, then that is known as nutrients, which provides energy, helps to grow well and normal development and repair of tissues. And nutrients also provide energy to our body and also help the body to grow well and for normal development and also repair the tissues and cell organs of the body. Each nutrient has its own specific functions. Each nutrient have individual and specific functions for our body. Next we will discuss on types of nutrients. There is two types of nutrients. One is macronutrient and second one is micronutrient. First we will discuss on macronutrients. Macro means large and macronutrients which we have to afford in large quantity, which will help the body to maintain a healthy life. And the macronutrients are proteins, fats and carbohydrates, which are often called proximate principles because they form the main bulk of food and they contribute to the total energy intake as carbohydrates needed for 60 to 80% and fats needed 10 to 30% and proteins needed 7 to 15%. There is three types of macronutrients. First one is protein, second one is fats and third one is carbohydrates. We will discuss on that macronutrients in briefly. First we will discuss on carbohydrate. The main role of a carbohydrate is to provide energy and fuel the body the same way gasoline fuels a car. As like as gasoline fuels a car through which we can drive a car, like that we have to take macronutrients or we have to take carbohydrates which will provide fuel to our body to maintain a healthy life and to maintain proper nutrition. Energy allows the body to do daily activities as simple as walking and talking and as complex as running and moving heavy objects. And that provides us energy, and energy allows the body to do some exercises in daily basis, and simply we can walk, and in complex we can run or with any heavy objects. Fuel is needed for growth, which makes sufficient fuel especially important for growing children and pregnant women. Carbohydrate is necessary for healthy life and which help the body to growth and development and providing sufficient fuel and important for growing children and also needed for pregnant women for a healthy childbirth. Even at rest, The body needs calories to perform vital functions such as maintaining body temperature, keeping the heart beating and digesting food. The body needs rest and the body needs calories which perform important functions for maintaining body temperature and also for keeping the heart beating, and also it helps the human body for digesting the food which get in our daily life. Different sources of carbohydrates. Foods such as corn, beans, oats, whole grains, whole wheat, brown rice, roti that provide carbohydrates for energy. From that type of food we get carbohydrates in our daily life. Daily requirements. For children there is need of 60 to 250 grams carbohydrates, and for adolescents there is need of 400 grams of carbohydrates, and for men need of 300 to 700 grams of carbohydrates, and for women there is need of 242 grams of carbohydrates. Next one we will discuss on macronutrient, which is fat. Fat is a source of energy. Fat provides 9 calories per gram. Fat also providing energy to our body, and there is need of fat in our body, but there is some limitation on fat. When we will afford more fat, then we will suffer from different types of diseases. So that we have to maintain, we have to take proper fat, and we have to maintain limitations of fat. And different sources of fat are oils, coconut, nuts, milk, cheese, meat, poultry and fish, which provide structure to cells and cushions membrane cells to help prevent damage. Oils and fats are also essential for absorbing fat-soluble vitamins, which include vitamin A, and a nutrient important for healthy eyes and lungs. And fat also important for maintain a healthy eye and healthy lungs, but there is need of some small quantity to take limitations of fat. Animal sources of fat are ghee, butter, fat of meat, of fish, oils, etc. And agro sources are groundnut oil, ginger oil, mustard oil, cottonseed and nut oil, and coconut oil. These are the animal sources and agro sources from which we can take the fat for our body. And daily requirements of fat for man is 20 to 60 gram per day, and for woman is 20 to 40 gram per day. So if we will take more than from the limited gram, that will occur different diseases for our health. Next we will discuss on protein, which is also a macronutrient. Protein is important for the production, maintenance and repair of tissues in the body. When energy intake is insufficient, protein intake must be raised. Protein is important factor to produce, to maintain and also to repair the tissues and damaged cell organs, because protein always provide us energy, and protein provide energy for do hard work. And when we have less energy or insufficient energy, we have to take protein foods, protein nutrients which will provide us energy. And protein always helps the body to repair all the tissues and all the cell organs which are damaged due to lack of protein. Protein is important for fat loss and also for muscle building. Those who are build their muscle, there is need of protein, and also protein will help us to our weight loss. Sources of protein are, there are two main sources of protein: animal sources and plant sources. Animal sources are milk, egg, meat, fish, cheese, etc. And plant sources are pulses, beans, nuts and soybeans and etc. Protein is the building material for maintain our healthy life and also providing materials for blood, cells, bones, skin, nails, hair, and also providing fluids to our body. And it improves the hemoglobin in our body. To maintain a healthy life, there is need of hemoglobin in a woman body and also in a man body. So there is protein helps the human body to improve hemoglobin capacity in her body. And daily requirements of protein for infants who are below 6 months, there is need of 2 gram per day, and infants those who are 6 to 12 months, there is need of 1.50 gram per day, and child those who are 1 year to 3 years need of 21 gram per day, and child who are 4 to 6 years there is need of 29 gram proteins per day, and child those who are 7 to 9 years there is need of 40 grams, and for adolescents those who are 13 to 15 years and also they are boys, there is need of 67 gram per day, and adolescents those who are 13 to 15 years but they are girl, there is need of 62 grams per day, and adolescents those who are 16 to 18 years boys, there is need of 75 grams per day, and adolescents those who are 16 to 18 years but they are girls, there is need of 60 gram per day, and for man there is need of 60 gram per day, and for women there is need of protein 50 gram per day. Then we will discuss on micronutrients requires in small quantity and so-called micronutrients, that is vitamins and minerals. You all know that micro means small and micronutrients means we have to take small quantity of nutrients, and micronutrients include vitamins and minerals, and under vitamins there is different types of vitamins, and also under minerals there is different types of minerals, and we have to take small quantity of that. We can take more quantity of vitamins and more quantity of minerals. Small quantity means there is some limitations for take vitamins and minerals which will help the human body for maintain a healthy life. The quantity of nutrients required depends upon age, sex, weight, physical activity and health status of the body. The quantity of nutrients which depends upon different age category, and when a person is 20 years and there is a person who is 70 years, there is need of different quantity of nutrients, and when a person is male there is different quantity of nutrients, and when a person is female there is also need of different quantity of nutrients, and also it depends upon health status of a person and also depends upon a weight of a person. So there is different quantity of nutrients for different category people. Vitamins and minerals are food components that help support overall health and play important roles in cell metabolism and neurological functions. Vitamins and minerals are components of food and also help the human body for overall health and also play an important role for cell metabolism and for better functions in neurological problem. Vitamins aid in energy production, wound healing, bone formation, immunity and eye and skin health. Vitamin providing energy and also produce energy and help the human body for develop his immune system. Means you know that at the time of pandemic situation in COVID, we have to boost our immune system. We have to improve our immune system, and which we will get from different types of vitamins. So that at that time we had taken vitamin B, vitamin C, and also we had taken multivitamin tablets for prevent that disease. so that there is need of vitamins for a human body, which supports the human body for bone development and also for prevent different diseases which are related with neurological problem. Minerals help maintain cardiovascular health and provide structure to the skeleton, and mineral always help to prevent cardiovascular diseases and provide the better micronutrients for structure of the skeleton. Consuming a balanced diet including fruits, vegetables, dairy, protein foods and whole or enriched grains helps ensure the body has plenty of nutrients to use, and providing a few examples of specific micronutrient functions can enhance the effectiveness of nutrition education. We have to consume a balanced diet, and this balanced diet we have to add the foods which are providing us vitamin nutrients, and we will discuss on different types of vitamin. First one is vitamin A. It derived from carotene. Vitamin A affects vision, reproduction and the formation and maintenance of skin and bones and teeth, and deficiency results in night blindness. It means difficulty in adapting to darkness, and the body obtains vitamin A from either carotene or by absorbing ready-made vitamin A from plant-eating organisms. And carotene is found in dark green leafy vegetables and yellow orange fruit or vegetables. And it is preformed vitamin A is found in milk, water, cheese, egg yolk, liver and fish liver oil. Next is vitamin B complex. The vitamin B complex is a mixture of 8 essential vitamins necessary to enhance immune and nervous system function and promote cell growth and division. And pregnant or lactating women, alcoholics and the elderly are more likely to suffer from vitamin B deficiency. And vitamin B1 acts as a catalyst in carbohydrate metabolism. And vitamin B1 deficiency causes a vitamin B deficiency disorder characterized by muscular weakness, swelling of the heart and leg cramps. In severe cases, very may lead to heart failure and death. So that we have to take vitamin B1. And vitamin B2 acts as a coenzyme in the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats and respiratory proteins. The best sources of vitamin B2 are liver, milk, meat, dark green vegetables, whole grain and enriched cereals, pasta, bread and mushrooms. And vitamin B6, which is necessary for the absorption and metabolism of amino acids. It also plays a role in the body's use of fats and in the formation of red blood cells. The best source of vitamin B6 are whole grains, cereals, bread, liver, spinach, green beans and bananas. And vitamin C also providing improve the immune system of the human body. And last one is folic acid. Folic acid is a coenzyme needed for forming body protein and hemoglobin. Folic acid deficiency is associated with neural tube defects. And dietary sources are organ meats, leafy green vegetables, nuts, whole grains and brewer's yeast. Folic acid is lost in foods stored at room temperature and during cooking. We had lost folic acid when we are cooking, so that we have to take that vitamins for a proper nutrient for maintaining a healthy life. Next we will discuss on minerals. Minerals are essential acting as cofactors of enzymes that would not exist or function without minerals. We can't exist without minerals in our body, and some of the minerals necessary for health, and these are calcium, iron and zinc. We have to take calcium, iron and zinc in daily basis, but in small quantity. Calcium is a very important mineral in the diet, especially for women at menopause, and the major function of calcium is to build and help maintain strong bones, and it can stop the onset of osteoporosis and reduce bone loss and fragility. It is involved in blood clotting, and calcium deficiency can develop when there is a lack of vitamin D. And next one is iron. Iron in food exists as heme and non-heme iron. Heme iron found in red meat is relatively well absorbed, and non-heme iron, which is found mostly in cereals, pulses, certain vegetables and eggs, is generally less well absorbed, and that iron absorption depends on other factors in the diet. For example, we have to take vitamin C and animal protein enhance non-heme iron absorption, while tea, coffee and phytates inhibit it. And last one is zinc. It represents only 0.003% of the human body, but it is essential for synthesizing protein, DNA and RNA. It is required for growth in all stages of life. Sources include meats, oysters and other seafood, milk and egg yolk. We have to take all that minerals in small quantity, which will help the human body for providing proper nutrient for a healthy life. In this class, we had discussed on what is nutrient and different types of nutrient. Under different types of nutrient, we had discussed on macronutrient and micronutrient. And under macronutrient, we had discussed carbohydrate, protein and fat. And in this micronutrient, we had discussed what are the sources from which we can get the macronutrients and the daily requirements of different macronutrients, and also discussed on micronutrients. And under micronutrients, we can discuss on different types of vitamins and minerals. Without nutrition, we can't maintain a healthy and proper life. So that we have to maintain balanced diet, and also we have to take proper nutritious food for a healthy life. So keep watching. Thank you.